Hi, I'm Eric Evans, project fabricator here at Detroit Speed. I'm going to show you a few things on Mike and Janie's 41 Willys. Last time you saw the Willys, it was probably still bare metal. The body shop guys absolutely killed the paint with the PPG products, Norton abrasives, advanced plating, chrome plated, our headlight bezels, grille, hood latch, and then the bumper, which we haven't put on yet. Under the hood, we have a GM Performance LS7, Holley valve covers that we machined, actually modified the valve covers so all the coils point in the same direction, custom air intake, custom machined ARP bolts. Our machine shop made the master cylinder adapter, and we have a Legend 5-speed transmission. Let me show you some things inside the car. Inside the car, there's lots of custom touches. Classic Instruments made us a gauge panel that's from their ICU unit. We machined a steering wheel in-house that has a matching shift lever, Recaro seats, tons of dynamat. I wired it with an American Auto Wire Builder 19 harness, controlling the LS7 with a GM Connect and Cruise ECM, of course vintage air, custom pedals, just tons of custom touches. Let me show you some stuff in the trunk. In the trunk, we've got one of our Optima battery mounts that we drilled some speed holes in and had advanced plate and chrome plated. We actually machined the body supports in-house, advanced plate and chrome plated those. Used our 2-gauge battery cable kit. The guys in the body shop actually painted the Optima battery so it kind of disappeared. We got a few little things left to button up, and then it's in the truck to M&M Interiors for Wayne and Pam to do their thing. One of my favorite touches with the Willys is we actually put the body side trim on it like the original cars had, which most of them you see don't have it. We actually machined this in-house and advanced plate and chrome plated it. It actually has door handles that actually work, which is odd for a Willys. They always have shaved door handles. This thing is so cool because it has all the factory chrome trim on it that you never see on a Willys, but it has our killer stance and some massive wheels and tires and brakes.
Hey, I'm Cody Vaughn, fabricator here at Detroit Speed and Engineering, and today we're going to talk about our newest project, Tommy Franklin's '69 Camaro. As you can see, we finally got the car back from the sandblaster. We started on the front side here, went ahead and replaced the cowl sides. We replaced the AC delete plate, and also removed the dash. And once we removed the dash, we had a lot of rust, so we went ahead and replaced all the metal there. And we also replaced the floor, so let's take a look inside there. As you can see, we went ahead and replaced the floor pan with a Dynacorn floor because there was so much rust, and we also replaced the toe pan as well. And we went ahead and raised the tunnel for clearance for the transmission, and we also did a bunch of work back in the trunk, so let's take a look at that. All right, here in the trunk, we went ahead and replaced the trunk pan, added our trunk closeouts for the exhaust clearance, and after we're complete with this, we'll go ahead and reinstall the dash, do our subframe connectors, and add our quad-link setup. And you can look for the updates on that in our next videos.
Hi, my name is Blake Tomlinson. I'm a fabricator here at Detroit Speed. Today we're going to take a look at the progress on Craig Hardee's '69 Camaro convertible. This car had such an extensive amount of rust and required so many replacement parts that in order to gap the doors, we decided it would be better not to go with a one-piece door, a skin, and an interstructure. We would buy those pieces separately and gap the skin to the body and then attach it to the interstructure. Craig wanted flush door handles on this car, but we really couldn't find any aftermarket solutions that we were happy with. So instead, what we decided to do was get with our artist, have him draw up something that matched the personality of the car. We had that rendered in 3D and then had a prototype printed out of plastic. In order to get the door handle flushed, where this is not sticking up above the level of the door, we had the machine shop come up with this stamp die here. Now the skin was still off the car at this time, so we were able to stamp the door without the inner structure being in the way. Made for a nice clean job and got the look we were looking for. These mirrors are from a 1970 Cutlass. The way we mounted them was we stamped a little impression into the door, and instead of having a rubber gasket, it doesn't really look good on a white car because it's not really consistent. We have this mirror floating inside this impression. It doesn't touch the bottom, it doesn't touch the sides. And that lets us put a nice panel gap all the way around that so it looks more like you'd see on a door skin or a hood. In our last video, we showed you this hole in the quarter panel where the vents usually go. Now you can see we got our part back from the 3D printers. It fits in here, and it's going to be probably a charcoal color. We've got this nice little reveal that matches the shape. Now this plastic piece is going to be the final piece. We're just going to send this to paint. It didn't require hardly any tweaking because of the scan process we used. And that's unlike the door handle that I showed you earlier, which is actually going to be a billet machine part that we're going to make in our machine shop.
Hi, I'm Michael Neighbors, part of the paint and body shop team here at Detroit Speed. Today we're going to catch you up on Robert Taylor's '69 Camaro. Last time you guys seen this project would have been over on the fab side. Once those guys get done with it and it comes over to us, then we prep the shell and start the body work on it and get this thing in primer. And from there we get ready to paint it. After we got this car prepped for paint, we move it into paint booth. We got the sealer on it, and then we put the PPG. We actually use DBC on this car, Mercedes silver. To get the silver where everything looks correct, we basically painted the shell and we bolt all the parts on it, get those in silver to make sure everything flows good together. And at that time, while it's all together, we actually came in and done our Yenko stripes to make sure that all the lines line up and everything is correct. We done the Yenko stripes in Hugger orange. And on the silver and orange, I know a lot of people are thinking, you know, but I really think it's going to play good together. It's beautiful colors. So from that point, we got her cleared. Now we've got her sanded and it's ready to buff it. And then after we buff it, it'll go to the assembly side and get this thing so Robert Taylor can have it back.